show. Good to see y'all. Thank you for tuning in. Yeah, we're already starting out with more than we did yesterday. We're kind of amping up, ramping up. And I think at some point Rumble's going to I probably next week. I haven't reached out to him yet, but I'm going to. I think next week because this is gives us some practice shows, in the holster, so to speak. And then we'll get featured. Right now, who they got? Who does Rumble have up right now? They got Fresh and Fit. Is like Fresh and Fit on every night? I don't know. Like at this time? Let me see. Let me go to Rumble's homepage real quick. Yeah, okay. So they got a lot of people, these Fresh and Fitters. I don't know who they are, but they got a lot of people. A lady showing cleavage there. Sure. You can't compete with cleavage, folks. But no, things are already moving up. So welcome to the show. This is Jeff, the Unlicensed Therapist. We just chat. We talk about stuff. I do the news show during the day. I actually did the show today. I've done this is my fourth show this week, I think. Yeah, because I did a show Monday afternoon. I did a show Monday night. Should have did a show Wednesday today, and then I'm doing a show tonight. And Friday I might do the same thing. So who the hell knows? Just gonna keep rocking and rolling, essentially. All right, so do you have any questions, comments, or concerns, anything like that? If not, we're just gonna rock and roll. We're gonna find something good here. Let me see. I'm gonna go to advice columns. Eventually, we're just gonna do this from the crowd, and I'm gonna take calls. That's the plan. But until we ramp up on the numbers, we'll do it this way. Advice columns. Give me good practice. Advice columns. I can't spell. I spell columns COLUMS. That's not how you spell it. COLUMNS. And again, it's the English language. You can't blame me for the English language being the most ludicrous language on earth, with no rhyme or reason towards spelling. You got Spanish, you got French, you got Italian, it's all just jumbled together and no rhyme or reason. And there you go. Dear Prudence. I don't think I like the sound of that. I don't like the word prude. I don't know, it makes me it's a little too chaste. Here's what's wrong with it. Okay, let me go here. I'm gonna get rid of this one. This one's aggravating me. Advice columns. Captain Ellie. How can I not click on someone named Ellie? EllieAdvice.com. Let's see if EllieAdvice.com. Maybe this is actually a review show of advice columns. Maybe that's what it is. It's gonna find it. Oh, I don't know about this lady. I don't want to judge a book by its cover. But here we go. She comes up early, like an advice column, so she must have something there. Let's see. Hi, I'm Ellie. Well, I don't want to make fun of Ellie, but here, you see the picture. Poor Ellie. I don't know. Why the long face? All right, hold on. That ain't right. That ain't right. She's a nice lady, I'm sure. She's giving advice. Might need an apple in that mouth. Advice columnist, author, public speaker, former TV host, and I believe laughter and love are really the best medicine. Well, there you go. Yeah, already there's nothing on here. I'm already bored with this. Sorry, Ellie. It's nice, but look at this. I don't know. Can you see this? Where you are? She's like number 2 in the Google search. Maybe I should put mine in advice column. I could be number 1. Who do I got to compete with? Ellie with her dated WordPress website, Facebook. No. How about Dear Becky? Oh, that sounds a little so lame. I got Dear Becky. That's so stupid. Becky. It's a dumb name. I don't know. I don't like it. Don't care. I know a Becca. I like a Becca. I like me a Becca. A Becky. Not so much. All right. What just happened there? I hit the wrong. Okay. And it's a college newspaper, so it's got to be hugely liberal, I assume. I assume everything, all of her advice will be, get whitey. I don't know that. October 20. What is going on with Google? Google is feeding me these like ancient, just friggin', like stuff that nobody's been on for decades. All right, here we go. Hi, let's do this. Let's do this one. All right, this is Friends. Hi, why don't you here? I like to complain. The font is so light. This makes me actually look more like professorial. Hi, I'm struggling to make friends, and I've been. I guess this is a college newspaper, by the way. I'm struggling to make friends, and I've tried going out of my comfort zone to meet to people. Well, you're probably awkward out of your comfort zone. You're probably awkward in your comfort zone. Let's just start out with that. Let's deal with the situation as it is. But it just doesn't feel like anyone cares enough to want to talk to me. I have bad anxiety. Well, that doesn't help. So just speaking to someone takes a lot out of me. I don't have anyone, and I've gone to some of the events on campus, but I felt extremely anxious due to overbearing feeling lonely and anxiety, really want. Well, here's what you do. Let me I'll fix this one for you right here. I can do this one. This one is in my wheelhouse. I can do this. What do you like to do? What do you like to do? Struggling to make friends. What are your hobbies? What are you interested in? What do you like? Star Trek? Do you like I don't know, model train building? Do you like Pat Summerall? I'm just picking random stuff. But whatever you like, there's a group just like you out there. So, the Pat Summerall fan club. I'll bet you there's a Pat Summerall fan club. Hold on, right, man. Like, let's say I just like Pat Summerall, and I can't get enough of him. And I do like Pat Summerall, John Madden's co-host, and back in the day, a bit of an alky too. But Pat Summerall fan club. So let's say that's my thing. There's a group of people out there just for you who like Pat Summerall. Don't go and try and make friends with people who may not have similar interests or just might be dumb or you don't get along. Find a group of people you already have a commonality in with an interest in and go for them. Pick a little better. Apparently there is no Pat Summerall fan club. So that if you like Pat Summerall, there's a Gen X only. So look at here we go. I go to Pat Summerall, Gen X only. This is on Facebook. And there you go. Here's a bunch of people who will probably talk to me about Pat Summerall. And now look at me now. We have friends. You see how easy that was? You see how we fixed that together? Wasn't that hard, right? Right. All right. I'm a little upset now that there's no Pat Summerall fan club. I feel like there should be. Come on. What Pat Summerall do to you? All right, let me get this out of the way, and we're going to keep rocking and rolling on our merry way here. They can freeze your account, shut off your cards, lock you out of your own money overnight. Banks don't protect you; they control you. And that's why real financial freedom starts with ownership. Introducing Rumble Wallet, a non-custodial wallet built for people who refuse to give up control. With Rumble Wallet, you don't just buy digital currency like Bitcoin and Tether. You can own Tether Gold, real gold on the blockchain. Through Tether Gold, you get direct ownership of physical gold bars, each one fully allocated, verifiable by serial number, purity, and weight. This isn't paper gold. This isn't an IOU. This is real gold, without bank vaults, storage fees, or gatekeepers. You can buy, sell, and move it 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, even when traditional gold markets are closed. And if you want, Tether Gold can be redeemed for physical gold. That's power. And when you support creators on Rumble, you can tip them directly using Rumble Wallet, peer-to-peer and outside the banking system. No permissions, no middlemen, no cancel button. This wallet is yours forever. So take advantage of it. Rumble Wallet. Get on that right now. Hop on it. See, I think it was a solid answer. Let's see what she said. Let's see what the dear Becky said. What does Becky have to say? All right, here we go. Here's Becky. Let's see. This is Becky from some university I probably don't want to ever visit. First of all, what kind of way is that to start? This person's reaching out to help. First of all, you sound like a douche. First of all, come on. You just say, well, let me try and help you. First of all, come on. Becky, shake it up a bit. First of all, send me a message and hopefully we can. First of all, it's very demanding, Becky. Just say, please send me a message and hopefully we can speed up this friendship making process. And so that she can't even write well. And so that I can recommend specific kinds of clubs. Hey, look at me. I called it out. And she's not completely nuts. She agreed with me. Your style of socializing, and that goes for anyone who might want to be in this. I say that because I felt the exact same way. Look at that. She's bonding with her. I remember feeling so isolated, never important in my friend group, really wasn't connected. And just so you know, if you're a freshman, this is all part of the process. So this is a school thing. So there you go. Well, actually, that wasn't terrible advice. She told her, listen, find people who have similar interests. And that's really what it's all about. You find people who have similar interests, you have commonality. You can do your inside jokes. You get them. If they like one thing the same, like me, I like Pat Summerall. I might probably like John Madden. I might even like the Raiders. I'm not a big fan of the Raiders, but I could. It's just like Summerall, Madden, are gateway drugs to the LA Raiders, Vegas Raiders, Oakland Raiders. I don't know. Too much dress up for me for the Raiders. Just too much dress up, I find. All right, here you go. Best advice columns. I don't know. Mine. How about that? See, I'm practicing. All right, here's Dear Abby or Dear Abby's sister, a daughter. Dear Abby. Okay, here we go. This could be all right. Let's see what Dear Abby's got for us. Dear Abby, my online wrestler. Okay, first of all, she has an online wrestler friend. Now, I was talking about specifics. Here's someone who might not have been able to make some friends, but they like wrestling. So they have an online wrestler friends. Turns out they're a scammer. And there's a stock photo, print ad that this girl never thought anyone would see. She got $200 for it, and here we are. It's on the Dear Abby column. Here, enjoy it. There she is. I'm holding a credit. And there you go. That's what she's doing. All right, confused woman on the phone with a credit card, Canvas stock image. Thank you for that. I couldn't figure that out without your you're telling me. Thank you for letting me know what I'm observing. Is this how little you view our intelligence level at just the general public? That I see this image and you have to dumb it down for me. Like this woman's confused. That's not enough for you. She's holding a credit card and a phone. Like I don't know what to call them even. Is this for like Alzheimer's patients? Who what kind of picture is that? Anyway, Dear Abby. It's not Dear Abby. It's her daughter, or loose acquaintance. I've been talking to a famous pro wrestler. No, you haven't. Let's just start it out there. No, you haven't. You've been talking to someone catfishing you as a famous pro wrestler. I'm just going to put that out there too. Who's having marriage problems. Yeah, and he's hit me up through Google Chat. All right, there's a lot of issues right here. No one is, first of all, it's not a professional wrestler. No professional wrestler or anyone for that matter is using Google Chat. Who wrote this? Who's this? Is this like a Google Chat commercial? Is that what this is? Like you want to get with a professional wrestler, you got to get on Google Chat. What the hell even? I don't even know what Google Chat is. Nobody does. Professional wrestler. So I don't know which is the more absurd, you within this relationship with the professional wrestler, or him using Google Chat to hit on you. He's been hitting on me through Google Chat. I don't know, maybe Google Chat's cool. What do I know? I just want to be a supportive friend whom he can vent to. All right. I think you want a little more than that. Let's be honest. Again, honesty is the best policy. I think you want a little more than that, if he's even real. And I don't mean in your imagination. I mean, he's just not some dude who's pretending to be a wrestler. Saw Hulk Hogan once at SummerSlam. He says his wife is getting too old for him. Oh, wow, he sounds like a winner. Guess what? Guess what's going to happen to you? You're also going to age at some point, and you're going to get too old for him too. If you know what I mean. Well, yeah, I know what you mean. They have a joint bank account, but he says it's frozen. There's so many, just such bullshit in all this. It doesn't make any sense. Him, her, all of it. He asked me for an Apple Card. I told him no, and to ask his extended family instead. Oh my God, you are getting catfished, lady. You are getting catfished. Not even well. The guy's like, this is some guy in India or Pakistan. He's using fucking Google Chat, for God's sakes. Why are you even on it? How did you even stumble on this guy on Google Chat? How did you even stumble on him? Abby, I need money to help out my brothers and sisters. Oh, wait. All right, hold on. Wait, did she answer this one, or is this the same lady? She's so confused. He asked me for an Apple Card. I told him no, and to ask his extended family instead, because that's what she says there. Abby, I need money to help out my brothers and sisters. I'd prefer to be like a friend or a big brother to me. I need major advice, people, because it feels like my life is going out of control. You're a mess. You're getting catfished. There you go. So here's what she says. Dear Uncertain, people must exercise caution with communicating with strangers online. Famous pro wrestlers. He's not a. All right, just say what it is. The truth of it. He's bullshit. He's not a famous wrestler. He's not on Google. Well, he is on Google Chat, but he's a con man. Just say that. What do you? Rowdy Piper's dead. All my wrestling references are dead. The Undertaker, Hacksaw Jim Duggan. You know, I got a couple wrestling. Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock, Kurt Angle. See, I'm coming back. Triple H. Look at me making a good comeback there. All right, your life will not go forward unless you allow it to. Regain control by ghosting and blocking this person. He's a scammer. There you go. Now you're on to it. And he, not you, should figure out his own financial problems. That was actually good advice. The first sentence threw me, but you saved it in the end. So good job, dear Abby's daughter. Nicely done. Okay. There you go. Look at me rocking and rolling. Howdy doody, J-Wing. Thank you for tuning in. I think Hacksaw is still alive. Well, the last one, he is a Nigerian prince, J-Wing. I think it is past my bedtime too. I think the last like 4 or 5 wrestlers I mentioned, I know are all alive. Hacksaw Jim Duggan, Stone Cold Steve. We could just talk wrestling tonight too. The show goes where it goes. It's a chat based show. You got Stone Cold Steve Austin, you got Kurt Angle, Macho Man's dead, isn't he? You got who's the governor of Minnesota? What's his face? Savage. Who the hell's the governor of Minnesota? Oh my God, how did I not remember? It's not the Macho Man. Is it Randy? No, Randy Savage is the Macho Man. Oh, it's Ventura, Jesse the Body Ventura. That's who it was. Yeah, had to think about that for a second. Oh boy, my wrestling references are not what they used to be. All right, there you go. So there's Dear Abby helping somebody out. Actually good advice. I will give you a credit where credit is due. Personal advice columns, and now no. Here's Aaron Carr. Ask Aaron, a weekly advice column. All right, let's ask Aaron. Ask Aaron, my old blog in 2009. How old is this? There's literally no one in the Google. I think I did this lady last time, and she wasn't that great, and her pictures are old. And again, the website sucks. Dear Sally. Oh, that's another lame one. Becky and Sally. We got to get better names for the advice columnists. Dear Sally. There's Ann Landers. Huh? She's a famous one. Look at all these people. Dear Sally, advice column archives. Well, I guess that means she's dead too. And I guess there's no younger generation, no daughter of Dear Sally to carry the torch, to carry the notepad, and chaired by the couch. Disheartening and dragging. Are you a contortionist? All right, let's go with that. Contortionism. All right. Dear Sally. It's just a knockoff of Abby. I'm in a tight spot. That's actually how it feels. Like I'm trapped. I'm a what? I'm in a work role that feels very constraining. There are missing pieces of our workflow. I'm already bored with this article. Workflow and our structure, and things fall through the cracks. No one on the team seems to notice a problem yet. Everyone complains about the. All right, this is just terrible. If you think I'm going to sign up for that crappy elite, and you're high. All right. No one on the team seems to notice the problem, yet everyone complains about the chaos and feels stressed all the time. Sounds like you need better management. Are you the manager? And it's Groundhog Day. We do the same thing over and over again. I've spoken up. So if you've spoken up, I don't think you're the manager. I think you have a shitty managerial team, and you're kind of fucked. You kind of hamstrung, shoestringed on that, because what are you going to do? You can bitch and moan all you want. You can tell them how awful it is, but if the manager sucks, the manager sucks. It's kind of that simple. We do the same thing over and over. I've spoken up, sort of, but I really haven't felt heard. Yeah, again, you're not obviously in charge of this shit show. The logjam seems to occur so that I end up having to clean up the crisis. Yeah, you're the step and fetch it. Here's the part that drives me the craziest. All that would drive me crazy. They don't even notice that I'm doing all the work. Oh, they notice. They just don't give a shit. Just kind of going as we go. Now I'm working super long hours doing other people's work and covering up for my boss so that he can save face. I'm not sure she sees it either. Again, she doesn't care. You have put yourself in a position where you do everybody's work, where you are in no way appreciated. They think you're a sucker, and you are. You're doing everybody's job for them. Stop doing everybody's work for them. Stop. Let it fail. Let it fail. It doesn't have to be the biggest project of the company, but let it fail. Do your job and don't do anybody else's, and let it fail. And then you have leverage. Right now, you don't have any leverage because you constantly run around, step up, and take care of everybody's business and please this person and that person. Make sure it all gets done, even though it's not in your job description of what you should be doing, but you're doing cleanup for everybody. So stop. Take a break. Don't do it anymore. On one project, refuse. Just do your job, and someone comes to you, hey, can you do this? I'm sorry, I'm busy. I can't. So sorry. You're going to have to. And suddenly you have leverage. Suddenly you have negotiating power. Your boss comes, you goes, hey, why aren't you doing this? I'm just so busy. I'm having financial issues. I'm stressed out. I got to get more money. Maybe we could give you a raise. You're the one running the show, it sounds like. And so there you go. So you actually will get more by doing less, if that makes any sense. They will appreciate you more. Right now, they have no appreciation for you. They probably have contempt for you. They just like this person's a fucking idiot. All right, let's see what the Sally tells her. Here we go. Sally. I'm already nervous about it because dear Sally. I hear there are humans who make a living as entertainers who bend and twist themselves into pretzel shapes. Maybe a carnival act or something you see in Vegas. Sweet human, are you a contortionist? Okay, there she goes. Well, again, she's starting with good joke. Probably not. Stop bending yourselves into relationships, work roles, and actually, she agrees with me. They cause you pain. All right, we're in agreement there. Now as mammals. What as mammals? What kind of beginning is that? As mammals, all of us are adaptable. It's a fucking stupid thing to say. It's an amazing trait that allows us to survive And I'm going to start using that whenever I talk to people. When I'm explaining something, I'm like, well, as mammals, and it sounds like a beginning of a Brian Regan bit. Anyway, it's an amazing trait that allows us to survive and evolve, meet our needs in ever-changing environments. Humans seem to have taken it too far, trying to fit in their jobs or families or marriage. Cut to the chase, lady. Do you have a minimum word number you got to hit for this newspaper article? Imagine putting your dog in a crate that was too small for. Cut to the chase. What I'm hearing most in your story is that you know the problem and you know what you need. You've even done a bit of talking about it. But here's where humans and horses differ. What is it? We don't whisper the truth and we don't nag in the horse herd. This is horrible. Sally, you may be the worst one I've read yet. It's all, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm 5 paragraphs in and you sound like a crazy person to me. We let each other know the reality, and we say that the truth until it has been addressed in the human world. You all seem only double in communication. To be frank, if we did this, what the fuck are you talking about? What you describe here, maybe she'll tie it all together in a bow in the last paragraph. I doubt it. Probably just more nonsense. What you describe about your situation is a wheelbarrow full of suffering. What the fuck? What are you talking? Like your analogies, your metaphors, are just stupid. Grabbing words and adjectives and kind of slopping them together. It's horrible. Of course you are in pain. When you're doing something that goes against your inner wisdom, you're going to give her some advice or eventually? It creates such profound misalignment that you can feel physical pain, emotional symptoms, misalignment over the self. Over time, that can have long-term health consequences. Here's your cure. Oh my God, we had to wrestle through 5 or 6 paragraphs of just gobbledygook. And finally, at the end, the cure's coming. Let's see what it is. Here's your cure. Living your truth one day at a time, one sentence at a time, one choice at a time until your body and soul begin to stray. What the fuck kind of shitty advice? That's just it's not even good advice. It's fucking nonsense. It's like if Kamala Harris was an advice column. It's a bunch of word salad. Love Sally. That's some horrible. That was just terrible. Get me out of here. That's the worst one yet. This Sally character. She's terrible. Jay Wings, right. Dear childless cat lady, will you help me fix my life? Yeah, that's kind of it. Ric Flair's another great one. I love Ric Flair. Ric Flair, is he still alive? Is Ric Flair alive? Woo! Nature boy, Ric Flair. I loved Ric Flair. Paul Bear's another great one. Yeah. Undertaker's gone? No. Is Undertaker gone? Who am I thinking? Undertaker? No, Taker's still around, man. Undertaker's not gone. No, Undertaker. I don't tell me that. I'll cry. I won't cry, but I liked Undertaker. Undertaker, is he alive? Come on, don't tell me he's dead. He's still alive. Yeah. Undertaker makes appearances, man. Oh, I got scared for a second. I like the Undertaker. My favorite wrestling match was Undertaker and one of Hacksaw Jim Duggan's incarnations. I don't know if it was Dude Love or it was Mankind, or maybe it was Mankind back then. But yeah, there you go. Yeah, I like the Ric Flair's still drinking. I'm still drinking. I don't know. Don't try and stop me from drinking. All right, here's Ann Landers. Now, Ann Landers, I've heard of. This is probably at least halfway decent. This chick, this broad, knows what she's doing. I think she's dead too. All these advice columnists, I'm pretty sure are all dead. I feel like Ann Landers is dead. I mean, it looks like almost like kind of a Norman Rockwell-y kind of picture over there. Anyways, is Ann Landers dead? Landers dead. I'm going to say yes. What do I know? Yes, I was right. Ann Landers, the pet name for Esther Pauline Eppie Lederer, died in 2002. Wow, a long time ago. 83 from multiple melanoma. It sucks. 47 years she was in a advice column. So now is it just all AI? This is why you got to come to me. I give you the real advice. And I chastise advice columnists who need it. All right, here we go. I am 19 and a single mother of a 1-year-old girl, Amanda. All right. That's the beginning. Okay. So here she goes. Dear Ann, I'm 19. So she's a young mother, a young unwed mother, I'm assuming. Single mother, yeah, of a 1-year-old girl, Amanda. I attend college part-time. Good for you. I'm working to provide my daughter with the best life possible. Amanda's father is the problem. Aren't they always the problem? He does not pay child support. He's a deadbeat. I mean, obviously you could be like, well, why did you get with him in the first place? Could have been a one night stand, but otherwise, how would you know his name? But you're young and dumb, so I get it. I know I'm not supposed to say that, but all right. So you're in this situation. It is what it is. Let's go from there. He does not pay child support. He rarely sees his daughter. It's probably for the best, don't you think? You really want this asshole seeing your kid? Sounds like a douchebag. I think the less he sees, the better. You should. That's actually like a pro, not a con. Although I have bent over backwards to arrange times that are convenient for him. No, why do you want this piece of shit to stay here? He's an asshole. He doesn't even pay child support, and you want him to see his kid? What's wrong with you? All right. He never bothers to call. You're still in love with the guy. I'll tell you right now. There's your issue. You're still in love with this guy. He's no good for you. Quite obviously, he's going to be a terrible father. He is a terrible father. He doesn't pay any child support, and yet you're still trying to win him back using your daughter as a leverage and a tool. That's my brief synopsis. He never. Your whole thing isn't even about your daughter. Your whole thing's about your deadbeat boyfriend / husband. I think he's your father, or not your father. Here we go. I mean, I'm reading this article. Every single thing I'm reading is about not your daughter, but him. Let's see if it changes. Maybe it does. He never bothers to call and let me know when he's not able to make it. Again, it's about him. He simply doesn't show up. When he does keep an appointment, does your daughter ever make an appearance in this? He's always late, which causes me a great deal of stress, and I resent it. Tell me, Ann, how important is Amanda's father going to be in her future? Not at all. Please, lose the douche. But obviously, you still have feelings for him. Frankly, I don't think he deserves to be part of her life. Yet you keep so stop it. Find a guy who does deserve to be part of her life. Go find a guy who's good, who's nice, who treats you well, and he will do the same for your daughter. Stop chasing the douchebag. There's your first clue. Just because he's her biological father doesn't mean he's a good father. He's just biologically, it was his sperm that made her. Why don't you get somebody? You got the biology taken care of. Now, why don't you get the environmental taken care of and find a good guy? How about that? That's what you need. Find a good guy in your life, and then it'll go on her, and hopefully, beat down the negative components of this douchebag's DNA that's stuck in her, right? Halvesies. I'm troubled by the thought that Amanda may grow up to be a daddy's girl. How is that possible when he's not even in her life? And will want to walk her down her aisle when she gets married. He's done nothing to merit such. This guy is. Do you have like a shrine to him? Because he's all you think about and talk about. How about your daughter? You're obsessed with this fucking moron. Move on. Let it go. Let it go. Find a guy. Go on some dating. I'm not like Tinder, but like legit dating apps. People who want to like Bumble. I don't know. And find somebody who's not a shitheel, and then you'll be all right. Let's see what she's in Oklahoma. All right, so let's see what dear mom or dear Ann Landers, aka Ann Landers bot, has to say. Let me get this straight. Amanda is a 1-year-old, and you're worried about that her father rarely shows up. Might want to walk her down the aisle when she marries. At the earliest, this will be 17 years down the road. It is important for you. Yeah, exactly. That's a good point. I should have thought of that too. Nice job, AI bot, Ann Landers. For your daughter to have her father in her life. But as of now, it appears he has little interest. So don't push it. Exactly. He should be paying child support. However, so push that. Yeah, there you go. Push that. Yeah, she's on a roll. Please, I still think mine was better. Please put the wedding scene on hold for a while, dear. The way things are going down in society, Amanda may never get married. Oh, easy does it on the social critique, okay? We're trying to help Amanda, or are you trying to make your little stop it, AI bot, Ann Landers. She can wind up the CEO of General. Yeah, don't relegate her to just being a married woman. She could be the CEO of General Motors. Why can't she be married in the CEO of General Motors? Why not, Ann Landers? Yeah, fucking woke Ann Landers over here. Jeez. All right. Like the whole back end of this advice column was you just being woke. You could be more than just somebody's wife. You could be the CEO of General Motors. Yeah, and you could also be somebody's wife too, or somebody's husband and the CEO of General. You could be a husband and the CEO. Like why does one rule out the other? AI bot Ann Landers. All right, anyway. There you go. Should I read the comments? What is the comment? This is more about you than your daughter. Yeah, it is. Exactly. I agree with YOLO. I agree with YOLO more than I do Ann Landers. This is more about you than your daughter or her father. Quit contacting him. Yeah, see, YOLO knows what's going on. YOLO should do the column. Quit contacting him. If he wants to see her, he knows how to contact you. Exactly. File for child support. Exactly. You continue your education so you don't depend on. Yeah, here's what Ann should have wrote. They should swap these out. I hear you. I need to get and know a better guy when you lay down with him. Well, that's a little aggressive, but yeah, you know what I'm saying. Better choices. So yeah, I agree with YOLO. YOLO's on it. YOLO and me are mano a mano. There you go. Good times. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I have got Kane. Yeah, that's another good one. I'm trying. All right, I got to cut out. We're just doing half-hour shows to start the evening because I do the day show too. But I like doing these. I'm going to keep doing them, and we're gonna get it dialed in, and then we'll launch official. Maybe next week. I don't know. I got to still get the backdrop going, right? Yeah. All right, folks. I will see you Friday either for this show, my regular show, or both. I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. All right. Love you all. Have a great. Thank you for hanging out, everyone. Thank you, Levitron and Jay Wink, and everybody else who's out there. My voice is going. That's not good, is it? I gotta get to bed. All right. I love y'all. Have a great day. And for some reason, won't let me go all the way up to see. I think someone else was here too. Maybe PV or someone, but or no, it was Caroselli, I think was there. Someone like that. All right. Love y'all. Have a great day, evening. I'm going to bed, resting my voice. I'll see you all on Friday. Have a great day. And don't trust AI and Lander Spot. That's right. Okay. See you soon. Hasta luego. Bye.